"Get away from my son. You're not qualified to handle this," roared Eleanor Grant, the country's most powerful investment banker, as she shoved the new caretaker away from her trembling 9-year-old boy. Daniel, curled on the marble floor of their $20 million penthouse in Manhattan, was choking on sobs, his chest heaving with yet another panic attack. 5 prestigious therapists, 3 child psychologists, and an elite medical team had failed to help him in the last 3 years. "Mrs. Grant," said Clara, the 32-year-old caretaker hired just 4 days ago, her voice steady. "Your son doesn't need more shouting. He needs someone who knows what it feels like to be afraid." Eleanor glared. "You're just a caretaker. Don't preach to me about your second-hand psychology. Daniel needs professionals." Clara didn't flinch. She quietly knelt beside Daniel, matched his frantic breathing, then gradually slowed her rhythm. Daniel's gasps softened. Within minutes, the storm inside him calmed without a single pill. For the first time in weeks, his eyes were free of terror. "How?" Eleanor muttered, rattled. Clara smiled faintly. Sometimes the simplest solutions frighten those who rely on complexity. In the weeks that followed, Daniel slept through the night and laughed again, thanks to Clara's gentle warrior breathing game. Yet Eleanor's suspicion grew. A background check revealed Clara had no degree, grew up in foster homes, and worked ordinary jobs. How could such a woman understand the son of a billionaire? Eleanor scoffed. But Daniel adored Clara. "Mom, she makes the bad feelings go away," he whispered, clutching her hand. When Eleanor tried to fire Clara, the caretaker calmly warned, "If you do, Daniel will relapse within 2 days. And when he does, remember this conversation." True to her words, 48 hours later Daniel suffered the worst attack of his life. Desperate, Eleanor turned to expensive doctors again. But Daniel only cried for Clara. What Eleanor didn't know was that Clara had been observing and documenting more than just Daniel's condition. She had noticed Eleanor's ruthless business practices, the fraud, the stolen patents, the human cost of her empire. Clara's quiet presence was not only healing a child, but preparing to expose a giant. When the media storm hit, Eleanor's empire crumbled. Her arrogance, her exploitation, her neglect of her own son became headlines. Clara, once dismissed as unqualified, became a national voice for children and justice. Years later, Eleanor, stripped of wealth and titles, finally sat on the floor of a modest apartment, playing Legos with Daniel. For the first time, she was truly present. And for the first time, her son smiled without fear. Clara had taught them both, true power is not in money or control, but in presence, humility, and love.